importance of creative arts. In this space, we will inspire you all to take actions to introduce creative arts in your child's life or to educate others to do so. Creative art programs are being dismantled from public schools, and her speech will educate people on why it is important to sustain this program. So please welcome Redam.
I was only 11 years old, and there I was in India, sitting with my mother in the terrace garden she had so passionately built. We were about to have our first conversation ever about my future. I knew that this environment was going to be calming for my mother as I was about to tell her what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I asked, "Hey mom, I really want to take dance classes. I enjoy dancing. Can I please be a dancer when I grow up?" I looked at her. Her face was raging. She looked at me and she screamed, "Dancer? You think dance is going to feed you when you grow up? It's a hobby, not a career." She stormed away, and I sat there thinking I had created such a calming environment for her, and my plan to introduce dance had failed miserably. I sat there in my room thinking, wow, is it true that dance is going to lead to an unsuccessful future? Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever been discouraged from taking your creative passion forward? Did it discourage you from pursuing it? I really hope not. Creative arts is very important. What is creative arts? It has 4 components: music, movement, drama, and art. Today, I will give you 3 very good reasons to understand why it is important. The first reason is it enhances social and cognitive processes. The second is it accelerates academic performance. And the third is it helps in self-expression in any environment. Bouncing off from Linda's experience, we learned that she used creative arts. She used ballroom dancing to help Alzheimer's, for people who were suffering with Alzheimer's. How does it help? How does it help in social and cognitive processes? When you give a child a musical instrument or a piece of paper and ask them to create anything, it helps them think. This helps in stimulating brain cells in understanding what is it that they want to create. They remember something they had seen or heard before, or they create something that they visualize in their own mind's eye. When you give a child an opportunity to create anything, it helps them open up. They're not socially awkward. They're definitely not shy. Despite being extroverted, they can openly talk. This helped. After persisting for 5 years, my mom finally gave in to my request. I was patiently persisting. So when she gave in, I was about to take my first dance class. What I learned was I was able to find a focus for myself. I was able to find a goal for myself. Believe it or not, I was a very shy person, and I was able to hold conversations with people who shared similar interests. That is how I started. To bounce off from there, it actually helped me in my academic performance because I was able to bring all those elements I had learned and put it in a classroom environment. So yes, it does help in academics, to counter that point. My mom, she definitely for sure knew dance was going to be a distraction in academics, but nope. Did you all know that Japan, Hungary, and Netherlands are the 3 countries that have the highest math and science test scores? Why? They all have music education and art education already embedded in the school curriculum. And what it does is everybody has to participate. It is mandatory. Research shows that students who are introduced to creative arts are more likely to have higher test scores. Is it shocking? No. The third point I'm going to talk about is self-expression. I am what I am today because I danced. What I have learned from dancing is I can express even in non-verbal environments. I don't need words to express. I can dance. I can express my emotions in my movements. I can probably create anything I want with just a hand gesture. That is what dance did to me. I was able to express in any environment. When a child, actually, in 2009, a study was conducted to see how art has an effect on depression. And it was seen that art is used therapeutically to counter depression. So when you're giving the child an opportunity to create something, you're giving the child a voice that they didn't believe they already had. Today, however, you guys remember the time when you were teenagers. Remember, go back to that time when you were a teenager. See if you were socially or how you were socially or personally. You can account that to whether creative arts was introduced in your lives or not. You ask me, Rhythm, why is this so important to you? I say it because 25% of the schools have already dismantled art programs. Many are losing funding. It is relevant to every single person sitting in this room. Today, I gave you 3 very good points. It definitely helps in social and cognitive processes. Researchers have shown this. It helps accelerate academic performance. I have researched on that too. And thirdly, it helps a child in expressing themselves. So the next time you see a child wanting to pursue their creative passion, say yes, 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 and you'll see how great the reward is.